Why is he so good in the ruck, the big fella? What makes him so good?
Well, 6'10" helps. No, I'm going to say best hands in the comp. That's why. Great mark, and that's what's made the difference for him.
How's your season been, big fella? A 6-time All-Australian. It's rarefied air. How have you thought you've gone personally in a team game?
What a great opening question to Tom, by the way.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's talk about
I worked on that for a while.
No, look, I do love coming to these nights because you get to celebrate some greats, and my tip is Bond for MVP and potentially All-Australian captain. I reckon he's an absolute star, so I love coming here, and I've been lucky enough to be able to come to a few.
Nick Howie, great to see you, mate. I saw you wandering around with your father. All-Australian night. What are your thoughts? Congratulations on the year you've had personally.
Yeah, thank you. Pretty special night, and be here with a few of the Swans boys as well, and brought my dad as my date, so yeah, good night.
Are you comfortable in the suit? So you don't look that comfortable in it.
Nah, it's definitely not me. I'd rather be wearing board shorts sitting on Bondi, mate.
Good on you, mate. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Cheers.
He's had an unbelievable side, this man, nominated in the back line. We'll just continue to wander our way round through. Oh, now, look, the crowd just parts like they've left him on his own. Marcus Bontempelli, hey, mate, great to see you here. Scotty No Mates over here. You've been to this night many times before. You got multiple Australians under your belt. What does it mean for the footy community and yourself to come to a night like this and celebrate some wonderful? How good to actually play in this team.
Oh, I mean, that's the hypothetical always of what it would drum up. It'd be something I think pretty special, but my sense is that year on year, I think its importance continues to grow. I think players definitely value the nights now that it's obviously become more of a combined one, and it brings probably the Players Association and the AFL together. So I think that's been a great move, and you rarely get to see guys outside of playing with against them on the weekend. So it's a nice way to just naturally sort of cross paths for a little bit.
Of all the blokes that are nominated, like most of the 44 nominees are here tonight, so we don't know who gets the gig. There's one bloke that's been nominated that you'd love to play with. Who would you go with?
It's hard to narrow it down to one. I'll just scan the room. I saw Jeremy McGovern in the room before. He's someone I've always really rated highly from a different team. Love the way he plays. Very courageous player too. And obviously continues to be a star of the competition.
Good on you, mate. Have a great night tonight. Best of luck. Enjoy the ceremony.
Thanks, Howie. Cheers.
Well, rightio. Time to get stuck in. Welcome to the 2024 AFL Awards.
And the winner of the 2024 Telstra AFL Rising Star is Ollie Dempsey from the Geelong Cats.
Jez told me earlier today, he said I make sure I go up here and thank the tribunal as well for ruling out Harley Reid and Sam Darcy, but so I thought I might throw that one in there. But it's a true blessing to be up here and give my thanks to God, and then also my parents at the back for all they've done for me, and you're still yet to miss a game, no matter it's in Perth or Melbourne or Adelaide, so just thank you guys for all the support you show me. I wouldn't be here without you, and just the AFL, Telstra, Phoenix Management and Winston Rouse, and then last but not least just the Geelong Footy Club and all the support they show me, and Scotty and all my teammates, and I wouldn't be able to have so much fun if it wasn't for that club and the environment, so yep.
What about some stars there? And we are joined by Maxi Gordon, the Cripper, ladies and gentlemen, extraordinary footballers. Maxi, we'll get to the 7-time in a moment, but I was just asking both you guys as the package was going to air, how do you like watching your highlights packages?
As a ruckman, your highlights package obviously isn't as good as the rest of them, so I always think it's better than what it is, and you go back and you have a little watch and you're like, yeah, that's not actually that good, is it?
What about yourself, Pat?
Yeah, I'm a bit the same as Maxie. Sometimes you're in the moment you think they're better than what they are, and then it's just a set shot 30 out directly in front. But sometimes pre-game I watch a bit of highlights, get myself pumped up. But in these moments it can be a bit awkward. You
watch highlights yourself pre-game?
Sometimes a bit of motivation. Sometimes when you're down on form you might flick through, but not all the time, but sometimes.
Incredible moments at the end of the season. Obviously the Higgins goal, and then you sat there and watched. I think quite as a group. What was the emotional roller coaster, Cripper? Because at one point Fremantle in front, you're probably having a quiet beer on Monday. Next Port comes strong, and you've got 2 more weeks to prepare for a final.
Yeah, it was a terrible 3 hours, Howie.
Was it?
Absolutely hated every minute of it. There's something about when you're playing, you're in some sort of control, but when that gets taken out of your hands, and the way it did, it sort of felt a bit like deja vu of 2022 for us. So we're just lucky enough there was another game that could dictate our fate. So going back to the club rooms was great from a connection point of view, and everyone's sort of sitting around. I couldn't watch the last quarter. I went downstairs with Georgie Hewitt. We just watched the score. I couldn't write every emotion.
You were just watching the app?
Oh, we sort of had it in the background, just
Right.
having a quiet one, and it was sort of just sitting there and just hoping for the best. And then we said we wouldn't go out there unless there was a minute to go, and they were up by a couple of goals, which happened to be. So then we carried on like we'd won. And Monday morning, mate, I've never been more happy after a loss in my life. So it felt like we generally won. So it was a crazy sort of 5-6 hours. But the best thing was, even if we did win, we'd be in the exact same position. So hopefully we carry a bit of that momentum through.
Yeah, hopefully. We watch you play, and you obviously went to the West Coast Eagles, and they had so many injuries, Carlton, and it was like, well, this could be the end of Carlton's season. And the first 5 minutes of that game, I watched it a couple of times, it was like, you were right, we're not losing this game. Where do you put yourself mentally and physically at that point when the season is on the line, you've got injuries, you've travelled to Western Australia, you're in the middle, and you're the skipper, Cripper?
Yeah, I love those challenges. It's probably didn't treat it too differently, but one thing I reckon in games when it's really started to matter later in the year that there's fear can sometimes creep into guys' minds. So I just wanted to really go out there and say, if I'm going to fail, I'd rather fail having a crack. So really try and give as much effort. Know we had a younger team in that week, so just try to give those younger boys a lot of confidence and clarity in their role. But as a leader, you sort of want to go out and set the example. So try to do that, and that was one of my most enjoyable wins as a player and also as a captain, and see some of these young fellas smile after the game and carry on a bit and just get the taste of what AFL footy's like is rewarding when you've been captain of the club for a little bit.
Maxie, I know you're all about the team, and you're evidence of that every time I hear you speak, but as I said, some have 8. Have you got 8 and 9 and maybe 10 in you?
Well, I just conned Goody and made him sign me for 3 more years. So
it could be 11.
So I've got to perform over this next little bit. Look, I'm relishing the ruck role. I love it. We've got a young couple of rucks that I'm excited to give it to. But I learned from Mark Jamo. When I walked into the club, Mark Jamo was an All-Australian ruck, and he didn't let me win a hit out of training for 7 years. So I'm going to go a similar approach and make these boys earn it, but hopefully they come out the better end.
7-time All-Australian, 4-time All-Australian. Enjoy your off-season, Maxie. You'll be back bigger and better the next year. And Patrick, good luck to you and the Carlton Football Club moving forward.
Thanks, Harry.
Thanks, mate.
From the back line, the talents of Blakey, Wiedering and Ryan. Just try getting past the half-backs, Zorko, McGovern and Houston. The midfield is star-studded with Goulden, Bontempelli and Nick Dacos. An electric half-forward line of Warner, Cameron and Heaney. And goals galore in the forward line, Waterman, Hogan and Dylan Moore. Congratulations to the followers, Gawn, Cripps and Sarong. And rounding out this exceptional team, Whitfield, Neil, Treloar and Butters. Please put your hands together for your All-Australian team of 2024.
Now to announce the Vice-Captain and Captain of the 2024 All-Australian team. Please welcome back to the stage AFL CEO Andrew Dillon.
Thank you, Sarah. It is my pleasure to announce that the Vice-Captain of the 2024 AFL All-Australian team is Patrick Cripps. And the captain of the 2024 AFL All-Australian team is Marcus Bontempelli.
Twice vice-captain, and for the first time, captain of the All-Australian team. Ladies and gentlemen, warm round of applause from the champ for the Western Bulldogs, Marcus Bontempelli. Mate, congratulations. Firstly, what do you think the key to captaincy is?
The thing I've probably learnt more and more as I've been in the position is probably how well you're able to listen. I think you've probably got no doubt most guys who are sitting up here especially know how to play the game and talk about it, but I think what you're hearing coming back the other way is probably the most important. So definitely something I've tried to do as well as I can.
You're a fire and brimstone man pre-game. What's the last moment we see you huddled around, what are you rolling with?
Whatever comes to mind most of the time. It becomes something, I think, as you definitely grow older and grow more comfortable with it is you don't try to reinvent the wheel too much. I think you learn from others who've tried and failed maybe before you, and try to sort of roll with maybe some stuff that just lands, and you probably realise that in the end most guys aren't probably listening. And you just try and swear a lot and get through and look a few blokes in the eyes, and typically that seems to do the trick.
So it's no different to country. We'll just have a bit of a look at this team. How would you captain some of this team? You've got Cripps, you've got Dacos, they want to be in the middle. You've got Sarong, you've got Lockie Neal back there. You sort of Whitfield, Trelaw wants to be in the middle. So as Heaney, he look at me, he wants to be in the middle. So how are you going about sorting that lot out?
Well, it's hard looking at them at the same time.
Well, just
trying to work
like
it out. Yeah, no, I think it'd just be get out of their way. I think that's been the answer I've heard the best over the last few years is, like I said, you've got a lot of good footballers sitting before us. I think most of them will know what to do and just follow the lead of some others.
And then I'm looking at the forward line. Big Jesse Hogan, he's got the Coleman around his neck. Jess is coming off 9. And Jakey Waterman, he's a genuinely tough-looking man. So he's smiling now, but I'm not going actually anywhere near him. So who gets full forward in your mind?
It might be maybe just the olden days style, just roll the ball out and see who wants it the most. But I think you'll do pretty well with any one of them, and especially up the field as midfielders. Just kick it and see what happens, and watch probably like everyone else would.
How do you think it'd go actually playing a game with this team? Gee, there'd be some sizzle, wouldn't there?
Yeah, I think it'd be hard to stop. I think that's probably the key thing. Good luck trying to find probably enough that can compete against it. But as you know, the squad was pretty packed and pretty deep this year. Once again, it's always the hypothetical. I think it'd be a pretty good show.
Mate, congratulations. Good luck to you and everyone here, and particularly for you on the Western Bulldogs. Well done being named captain of the All-Australian team.
No, thank you very much. Huge honour. Cheers.
Sarah.
What a brilliant and extraordinary team we have in 2024. Well, that concludes our 2024 AFL Awards. Congratulations again to all of our winners this evening. We look forward to a massive final series ahead, and don't forget the AFLW season kicks off tomorrow. Good night.